Hello and welcome everybody. So in this video, I'll quickly show you three most common SAT math problems that can appear in the next SAT exam. Are you ready? Let's jump in. If we look at here, for this first problem, we see that we have f of x is equal to negative 7x plus b. For the given function f of x, which of the following gives the equation for the function f of x plus 20, given that the point negative 4, 0 lies on the graph of f of x minus 20. So this is a problem involving transformation. Now, let's see how we can tackle this problem easily. So first thing first is for this given function, we know that we have negative 7x plus b, and this negative 4, 0 lies on the graph of f of x minus 20. So if I have f of x is equal to negative 7x plus b, and I want to get to f of x minus 20. So when I have minus 20 outside of f of x, we are basically going down. So we just subtract 20. So this is my f of x, and we are just subtracting 20. Now, in this function, we know that this negative 4, 0 lies on this graph. So this is my new function, f of x minus 20. Let's say this is a function of g of x. So you just convert this into a new function. And this g of x is basically y, which is 0 in this case. So we are basically putting negative 4 for this x. We have negative 7 times negative 4 plus b minus 20. And if you solve it, you can quickly use Desmos for this, but let me just show you how you can solve it manually here. So 0 is equal to negative 7 times negative 4, that is 28, plus b minus 20. We are getting 0 is equal to 8 plus b. Subtracting 8 from both sides, we are getting negative 8 is equal to b. So now, if you just look at this f of x function, it's f of x is equal to negative 7x minus 8. Now, it's saying which of the following gives the equation for the function f of x plus 20. So now that we have f of x, we need to go to f of x plus 20. So you can see that we have multiple transformation involved here. So you need to be very careful. So now you just add this 20. This is my f of x plus 20. We are getting negative 7x plus 12. So this is how you get your answer. The correct answer is option D. Perfect. Now let's move on to the second common problem that you can see in the next SAT exam. All right, so if you need more tips, tricks, and strategies to boost your SAT math score and score 700 plus, then I invite you to join my free school community group. You'll get free high quality content, free tutoring, engage with other students, and so much more. There is absolutely no charge for that. Just click the link below to join my free school community group, and I'll see you in there. So this problem involves system of equations. The problem statement says in the given system of equations, k is a constant. If the system has no solution, what is the value of k? So this is one of the hardest problems that you can find in the SAT exam, and it usually comes in module 2. So whenever this system has no solution, immediately you need to understand that we have two parallel lines, and when there are two parallel lines, the slope is equal, or the slope is same for both. And y-intercepts are different. So y-intercept is different. You need to understand this concept. Whenever the system of equation has no solution, these are the two conditions. Now, we know that for any linear equation, y is equal to mx plus b. So we have y is equal to mx plus b. We just need to find this m for both equation. So let's look at the first equation. We have 3 over 8x plus 7 over 5y is equal to 9 over 7 minus 7 over 5y. So we just move the y term to the left side. We have 3 over 8x plus 7 over 5y plus 7 over 5y is equal to 9 over 7. So if we just add these two y terms, we are getting 14 over 5y is equal to 9 over 7. So I need to isolate the y here. So subtract 3 over 8x from both sides. We have 14 over 5y is equal to negative 3 over 8x plus 9 over 7. So now to get the y, I just need to multiply both sides by the reciprocal of the coefficient of y, which is 5 over 14. So if you multiply this, it's just y. If we multiply with this, we are getting negative 15 over 112 x plus, if you multiply with this, we are getting 45 over 98. So I know that my slope is negative 15 over 112. Now, for the second equation, we have 5 over 4x plus 9 over 4 is equal to ky plus 4 over 3. So let me write it down. So we can subtract 4 over 3 from both sides. And we have 5 over 4x plus 9 over 4 minus 4 over 3. We are getting 11 over 12 is equal to ky. So now we divide both sides by k because we want to isolate the variable y. So we have y is equal to 5 over 4k x plus 11 over 12k. So now over here, we know that the slope is 5 over 4k. Now these two slopes are equal. So we can write negative 15 over 112 is equal to 5 over 4k. Now we can use Desmos to solve for this. If we use negative 15 over 112 is equal to 5 over 4k. Now, usually if we put the variable other than x or y, we don't get the value from the Desmos. So we just replace this with x. We can see a vertical line passing through a value here. But if you just click here, we don't see the value. So the quickest trick here is we just move this 4x to the denominator using cross multiplication. So whenever the variable x is in the denominator, here is the quick trick. Do cross multiplication and move the 4x term to the numerator. So we have 1 here, and I'll just put this 4x here. Now we can see that it's negative 9.333, which is same as negative 28 over 3. And that's my value here. K is equal to negative 28 over 3. This is one of the hardest problems that you can see in your next SAT exam. And this is one of the most common problems that appear in the SAT over and over again. All right, now let's move on to the last problem in this section. This problem is from the geometry, and we often see these coming in the SAT exam over and over again in different form. So let's read the problem. Rectangle A has a width of 50 feet and a length of 45 feet and is located inside rectangle B. A uniform distance x in feet separates the sides of rectangle A from rectangle B. The area of rectangle B is 2,646 square feet. What is the value of x? So if you look at this rectangle A, we know that the length of the rectangle A is 45 feet. And the width of the rectangle is 50 feet. Now, if we try to find the length and the width of the rectangle B using this 45 and 50, let's see what we get. So for the rectangle B, this is my width and this is my length. So now if you try to find the new length of rectangle B, it's this 45, this x, and this x. So it's 45 plus x plus x. And the same goes for this width. We have 50 plus x plus x. This is where the students are getting into trouble. So they don't know how to find this new length or the new width. So this is 50 plus x plus x. Now that is 50 plus 2x. And the length is 45 plus 2x. Once you know the length and the width, the area of the rectangle is basically length times width. So we can do 45 plus 2x, this is my length, times the width is 50 plus 2x. This is my width, and this is equal to 2646. Simply use Desmos here. We have 45 plus 2x times 50 plus 2x, and we get 2646. We can see that we have two values here. One is negative 49.5, another is positive 2. So here the x value is extension of the length and the width, so it cannot be negative. So we have to take the positive x value. That is x is equal to 2 feet. If you find this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Now, let's get to study.